As we have discussed elements of the promotional mix. What is promotion? It is one of the element of marketing mix. So out of the four basic elements of marketing mix, that are place, price, promotion, and product, promotion is one of the element of marketing mix that comprises of all these elements of all the four P's makes a marketing mix, right? And second is promotion is a form of communication that uses various methods to reach a target audience. So promotion is the one of the form of communication is an communication that companies and marketers are using to convey the various characteristics of the product and about creating the awareness of the product. This promotion is normally used by the marketers, right? Then the purpose of promotion. First purpose of promotion is to tell the consumers about companies, goods, services, images, ideas. Then, after conveying the message about their product, services, images, then company or marketer is trying to persuade consumers to buy their products. They are trying to motivate them. They are trying to can say compel them through different kinds of promotional activities so that they will going to purchase the product of your company, right? That is the second important purpose, or you can say the most important purpose of the promotion. Promotions recipe for success is what it mix various communications activities together and serve to potential customers until desired outcome is achieved. So the major thing in this particular point is the all the mixes of communication should be delivered to potential customers so that the desired outcome, that is the effective sale or whatever the outcome the marketer or company want, it should be achieved. Then promotions techniques. So there are different kinds of promotional techniques are there. They are first one advertising, personal selling, publicity, and sales promotion. So there are four important promotional techniques, or you can say elements of the promotional mix. The combination or blend of marketing communication channels is called the promotional mix. So this the combination of all these marketing communication channels is called promotional mix. When a marketer used sales promotion, advertising, personal selling, and publicity so effectively to achieve the target of the company or whatever the outcome they are desired is considered as a promotional mix. Elements of promotional mix, same. First one, advertising. Advertising, any paid form of non-personal presentation of ideas, images, goods, or services. So whenever the marketers are paying something to present a non-personal messages or presentations to the customers about their products, about their ideas, images, goods or services, then it is called a advertising. So major thing that is we have to concentrate here is any paid form, right? If the company is paying something for any of the agency for creating a non-personal presentation to persuade the customers to purchase their product, then that is called advertising. The most visible element of the promotional mix. So if we're going to have see throughout the market around you also, you'll see that even on channels, TV channels, print media, magazines, paper, around you everywhere, maximum this element is present all about the market. Then Another important fact about advertising is that its actual cost of advertisement is quite high. So if the companies want to have make any effective advertisement, then they have to pay a millions of dollars or rupees to the advertising agencies, right? So it is considered to be the major, you can say, element of a promotional mix that involve a major cost, right? Then, since many people receive the messages, the per contact cost is very low. So, if we're going to have, but on the other hand, if we're going to have see that the people or the customers, those are covering under this particular media coverage, or you can say to the persons or customers to whom these advertisements are conveying through television, through magazines, or through any other source, then you will find that the coverage is so much large that the cost per contact is then very low, right? So that is the benefit of the advertisement, because you can convey your message by and large to the maximum of the potential customers, right? Then advertising messages can be delivered by television, through radio, through newspapers, through magazines, through direct mail, or outdoor advertisements are also there, and directories, mail acts are there through which also you can propagate your particular products features. Then, or the major thing nowadays, the most of companies are using the internet. Now, personal selling. Personal selling is planned, personalized communication that influences purchase decisions and enhances the future business opportunities. So, personal selling, if you're going to have consider it a major tool of promotional mix that should be planned very well. It should be personalized communications that influence the purchase decisions and even enhances the future business opportunities. For example, if you have an experience of visit any kind of mall or any kind of shopping center, or maybe any of the area where you have went to purchase the consumer durable items like refrigerator, ACs, and other electronic products, then you'll find that the people those are around you, the executives and salesmen, have planned the things to uh, convey you the features of that product so effectively that you will get influenced by their particular presentation, and sometimes if you don't want to purchase also you have purchased that products. So why it happened? Because these kinds of people like salesmen and executives have planned that thing very effectively, that what kind of matches messages they should have to deliver to the customers, how we're going to have made a personalized communication, you can say, for the specific customers. So these are all basically affect the consumers and influences the consumers, and sometimes they success in persuading them to purchase the products also, and even it enhances the future business opportunities also, right? So just like one of the example on your screen, when some customers went there to the showroom to buy a car, then a saleswoman is there or executive. She is in conversation with the customers regarding the particular product, right? So these are all about that. The other example or other the features of the selling advantages is what it you can able to get the immediate feedback, just like what happened in advertising. Although the coverage is very high, right, but that feedback is not possible instantly in the advertisements, right? Whether it's a print media, whether it's an electronic, whatever it is there, you have not an kind of idea that how much your advertisement has impacted upon customer until and unless you will have to conduct any kind of research for that, right? But here In selling, personal selling, what happened? You can easily guess the response of the customers that are in front of the executives, and immediate feedbacks can make you can say um, possible or make you enabled or executives even to have a kind of flexibility is there, to use some certain kind of flexibility. So what is that flexibility? Flexibility in the sense, if they have got certain, you can say, feedback that is not towards, you can say, that is not a positive one. So in that case, the executive or salesman or can able to change their contents of presentation, or they're trying to make you convinced about that product by other ways also, if you're not able to convey with certain ideas of them, right? So that is the flexibility there, that is not there in the advertisement. You can't change it once it is going to aired or printed, right? So that is major thing, flexibility is there. Then what is the selling disadvantage? The major selling disadvantage is what? On a per contact basis, selling is most expensive form of promotion. So just like we have seen in our last slide, that advertisement cost wise it is quite low, because per per contact cost is quite less, because the people those are covering under that advertisement messages are very high. But here, a one salesman, when going to convince even 10 customers also in a day, then two also per contact basis, the selling cost is too expensive, right? Then sales promotion, another element of the promotional mix. Marketing activities designed to entice customers to buy a product. Sales promotion is basically designed to entice, in a sense, to persuade or to motivate particular customers to purchase a product. That kind of activities they have designed like that. For example, they may conduct say contest. They may conduct a kind of like a celebrity nights like this, where they can have convey the message so strongly directly to the customers that they can that stimulus will create through that kind of marketing activities, and through that the customers can ready to purchase the product. Promotional activities other than advertising, personal selling and publicity which stimulate purchase. Just now that I told you, it stimulates purchase by by organizing a lot of activities that basically influences the decisions of the customers. Like, you can give the instant rebates in sales promotion activities. You can give a product demonstration also. Then that contests can organized. Then coupon you can give it to the customers, discount coupons, or visual merchandising and sale also can create that kind of impact over the customers to purchase our products, right? So now the next one is publicity. Publicity is a non-personal presentation of goods or services that is not paid for by the company or business. So this is the major difference between the publicity and the advertisement. Publicity also you can find it in the print media, in electronic media, on internet, but it is not there. The newses or that particular coverage of that company's product is not because of company have paid it. It will automatically come when companies have did something for the society welfare and some other activities that makes the media to compel or to make them motivate to cover that particular activity without any cost. So it's a free publicity. I have one example is in front of you, just like, and just as per the current scenario, PNG India has to produce or donate face mask and hand sanitizer. So PNG India has decided in this lockdown period due to this coronavirus, they are going to have protect the society by donating the face masks and hand sanitizers free of cost. It's a news in the business line, that is Times of India's portal. Right. So you can see here, therefore, this news company has didn't pay anything. Procter and Gamble didn't pay anything for it, but what they are doing for society, that makes the media to cover that particular news. And this free publicity is newsworthy activities you partake in, and like free press release. Just in front of you, the example of press release only, and any kind of community project if you're going to have you. Right, community project in the sense PNG also have one community project of for the girls child. They have one Siksha is one of the community project is there that is running by PNG. Right. Then ways the internet can be used as a source of publicity. Now, other than this, other than the news is the coverages of medias for the CSR activities of the company. Other than this CSR or that is source of the publicity like internet, if you have nowadays, if you have sold your products from any of the portal like Amazon, Flipkart, or any of the other portals, then what is the important fact there that create a publicity for the company? For that, the company didn't pay anything. Is the reviews that you have got on the portals because of the use of that products. That the example in front of you, one of the company has packaging the almond, and that almond have used by someone, and then they he or she have wrote their reviews like very good quality protein food, worth buying. You never get such kind of quality almond nuts in offline. Very good branded nuts, right? So these are all about the things that makes the company's publicity, right? A company website can be used also to obtain and display positive feedback. Even other than this, also companies also have developing their own portals, and they are putting all these positive messages on the portals so that so that it is going to convey to the customers and able to influence their decisions also about their own products, right? So, what is the other important fact about this is just establishing a goodwill in community, this publicity. Then, importance of promotional mix. Importance of the promotional mix. First one is appropriate blend is essential in obtaining and keeping customers, right? So, what does that mean? It means that through appropriate blend or mix of a promotional mix, if you have a right composition of all the promotional mixes, then it is very important for the companies to obtain that mix. If it is there, then what happen? You can able to obtain it, means you can able to uh, attract the new customers, and keeping customer means you can able to retain your old customer. So that is the importance of promotional mix. Then appropriate brand, if it is appropriate, then brand, then it enables businesses to communicate effectively with customer. So first important point was that what was that, if the brand, that mix, if it is okay, if it is can say very effective, then it can able to obtain a new customers and keep the old one. And second one is what, if it is appropriate brand is there, then it's enable the businesses to communicate effectively with the customer. So whatever the product they have, through proper promotional mixes, blend of promotional mix, they can convey that things to the customers very effectively, and that effectiveness will definitely brings them a new customers and give them a maximum revenue. Then inform consumers about goods and services and persuades them to buy. That is also the, I think that is the crux only of the promotional mix, because it tells us that how the blend uh, of the of promotional mix can inform the customers effectively about their product. That means that it creates awareness among the customers about their product, and due to that awareness, the company can able to persuade the customers to buy their products. And if the buying will be there, definitely revenue will be there, right? So these are all about the importance of promotional mix. Now the next important objective of this PPT is factors affecting the selection of promotional mix. So marketers are trying to create the ideal blend of promotional activities for their businesses, must decide which methods will best reach potential customers and communicate desired message. So marketers always have to trying to get the ideal blend of promotional activities, and if that ideal blend will going to be effectively planned and implement, then definitely it will going to be have communicated with the potential customers and with the desired message. And although if you're going to see that it is very hard to determine the effectiveness of the different promotional methods, although the marketers can able to develop certain right kind of mixes, but still as a marketer, as a businessman, it is quite hard for them to judge the effectiveness of that promotional methods, right? Now next, uh, there's a no magic formula for the marketers to use to help the design promotional mix. They have to work upon it, they have to understand it, they have to take an experiences from it, and they have to revise it and evaluate on a particular period of time, and trying to being effective in every experiences that they have to. Then what are different factors that affecting the promotional mix? First one, product itself. Second one, the target market. Third one, the distribution channels. And the fourth one, company itself. So first we're going to have discuss about the different products. It's quite, I can say, understandable that the this promotional mix is definitely affected by the type of product, because if it is convenience goods, then your approach will be different. If it is specialty goods, then maximum of the you can say maximum of the stress will be on personal selling. So whenever like this picture, whenever a person has going to visit any kind of jewelry shop, then in that shop it's quite obvious for the companies to have work upon two important factors. First one, advertisement, that aware their customers about the product, and second one, after that awareness, when they have reached to the showrooms, in that point of sale, that executives and salesmen's effectiveness create a, we can say kind of sale for them, right? So these are also durable goods, like you have seen here one refrigerator, then one RO water system. So you'll see here this for selling this particular filter, water filter and RO system, you'll find that this kind of you can say small demonstrative platforms they have normally made around the colonies, and they're trying to aware the customers about that product through that particular demonstration and promotional activities, right? Then yes, does promotion stay the same? That is a major thing around the life cycle stages. No, it is definitely not. Throughout the stages, the promotional tactics definitely has to change based on product only, because when the product will be on introductory stage, then at that time that product is a very basic product. Then once it is going to have reached the growth stage, then you are trying to make it somewhat lucrative and attractive, and once it's reached to the maturity stage, then you are trying to make it somewhat effective or economical packaging to get maximum profit from the market. And once the product is going to be reached to declining stage, then again you have to do something new with that product, so that after getting that declining of the product, somewhat the product can able to catch more market due to the new and improved look, right? Then distribution channel also have impacted or a lot due to the promotional mix. The what are that? When the direct sale is there, direct selling is there, then it's required the personal selling, right? When the distribution channel is direct, then it requires the personal selling. When it is intermediary, when the intermediaries are involved, then it requires the personal selling and advertising also. So that promotional mixes has an impact of the distribution channel also. The promotional mix selection is affected by the path that a product takes. So whatever the that product is whatever the path that product is taking, it means the distribution channel. Based on that, the promotional mix the company should have to decide. Right now, at the last, the promotional mix is also depend upon the company's policies. All the considerations given should fit in with the overall marketing and promotion policies of the company while deciding the promotion mix. The conviction of the top management in the role of the promotion, the product market strategy, and the type of corporate image it wants to project are the factors that influences the decision. So what kind of, you can say, the image the companies plan to project into the market, and what are the different kind of market strategies they are basically deciding. So these all basically have creating an influence over the the what kind of promotional mix the company is going to decide. So now overall this particular topic is going to complete, where we have discussed about the elements of promotional mix and the factors that are affecting the promotional mix. Okay, thank you.